By now, you are likely aware that high-end sensors like the Aqara FP2 or my DIY mmWave sensor offer multi-target and sound detection support, making them more accurate for tracking presence in a room. But where does that leave single-target mmWave sensors? Linptech recently sent me their ES1 mmWave sensor to review, a highly capable single-target mmWave sensor. So I figured, why don't make a video to see if this technology is still worth it, or if it's already outdated now that we have sensors with more advanced features. Or maybe, just maybe, it still has something to offer for your smart home. And if you're ready, let's go! But before we dive into today's video, let me give a shout out to our sponsor, mmWave. They are celebrating their 10th birthday this month. You can go to the page of the event and enter to the anniversary tour. The link will be in the description. Thank you mmWave for sponsoring this video. As I show you in my comparison of the FP2 versus the LD2450, these sensors use a very complex tracking algorithm to power their excellent person tracking capabilities. Check out that video after this if you want to get more insights about that. And more often than not, every time something gets more complex, it just leads to more edge cases for us to work around. For instance, you might think that the sound detection feature lets you easily use a single sensor to handle multiple sounds in one room, rather than needing a separate sensor for each sound. And while that's possible, you have to position the sensor just right, so it doesn't get confused if it loses sight of the person it's tracking. This likely means mounting the sensor higher up, angled downwards, so it can still track someone even if another person walks by. Plus, keep in mind that the static detection becomes trickier the further you are from the sensor. And since mmWave sensors need to be connected to the wall, installation might be more challenging, especially cable management. But why am I telling you this? Because based on what automation you want to achieve, and the setup of your home, you should select the right sensor or combination of sensors for the job that not only can reliably work, but do so in the simplest way possible. Now, let's talk about the Linptech ES1. It's a compact circular 24G mmWave sensor. It uses USB-C and comes with a long cable in the box. It doesn't include a power supply, so you'll need a standard 5-volt charger to use it. It has a magnetic base, which at first I thought it was really clever. But after testing some installation options, seems a little bit like a miss. It will work perfectly if you install it as intended, pointing straight, or if you can install it on the edge of the wall looking down. Other angles make the base push away the sensor, and that makes the force of the magnet not strong enough to hold the sensor firmly. If you need a more flexible way to install it, you can use the base I recommend for the CY-M100. It fits the sensor and will allow you to have more flexibility to install it. The ES1 has a Wi-Fi and Zigbee version. The Zigbee version works out of the box with Home Assistant, using Zigbee to MQTT or CSH. It detects movement almost immediately. I would say though that it can be too sensitive at times. Luckily, you can adjust the sensitivity for motion and static detection in the settings. You can also select a detection distance of up to 6 meters, about 20 feet, which will allow you to customize the detection exactly to your needs. The minimum fading time is 10 seconds. But more often than not, it will take longer than that to detect that I am gone, around 30 to 60 seconds. This doesn't bother me, since at this point I am used to the 2 minutes I had to wait for my PR sensors to update. But it might be important for the automation you have in mind. What I liked the most was the static detection. It worked flawlessly 100% of the time. It might be because I tested the sensor from just 3 meters away, like 10 feet, so the accuracy was at its peak. But that's exactly the point. In my case, for the same price as the Aqara FP2, I could get 2 Linptech ES1s, achieving the same automation with better accuracy. Plus, it makes installation easier for me, since I plan to use it right here on my desk. I'll include the links to all the products I mentioned in the description, but this advice applies to any product. This is just an example. It's tempting to always go for the latest tech, I know, but you should always take a moment to consider if that's the right tool for the job. If you want my help with Home Assistant, you can book a 1-hour meeting with me, so we can take a closer look at your smart home and help you achieve that seamless automation experience based on your needs, so you can actually make your smart home actually help you achieve your goals. If you like my work, please consider becoming a member on Ko-fi or on Patreon, like all these amazing people. If you can't become a member, you can always donate whatever you like using the button on our website. And if you can't do that, don't worry, just remember to give this video a like and share it with your friends. We truly appreciate all your support. Next week, I'm going on a trip for my birthday, so I won't be uploading new videos for a couple of weeks. But don't forget to subscribe for more content like this after that. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!